Big Daddy C Block's power. Got the streets devoured. Gold chains glisten in the hour. Flow like a sizzling shower. Spit fire like a dragon. Crews left staggering. Passion in the habit. Check it, Big Daddy moving. Calculating the scheme. Rough neck, no bleeding. Hardcore last gleam. C Block Dominion. Pure raw strength in the
That's right. This is C Block. C Block on the Media Virus podcast. Big Daddy's in the house. That can only mean one thing. Once we figure that one thing out, we'll know. All right, let's get to what's going on. What's going on with you, Big Daddy? How are things?
Not bad. We've got all sorts of shows lined up in the next couple of weeks. This Saturday coming up is the Forgetful Squirrels, 919 Bouchot Road. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7. That one is free to the public. The following Saturday is at the Delaware Contemporary with Fearless Improv. That one is $20 for a ticket. That's in downtown Wilmington at the Delaware Contemporary. If you want to participate in a improvisational workshop, that is at 4 p.m. You can pay $30. We'll get you a free ticket to the night's show as well. And then 2 weeks from that, that'll be early, I think the first Thursday in December, is another Fearless show, and that is at Wilmington Brew Works. So come on out, have a beer, and have a laugh with us, and watch Big Daddy be funny. Special shout out to
with working with two different improv groups. Mm-hmm. Do you think that you bring different energy to each group, or is it just you bring the chaos?
The two groups are a little bit different. So you do get two slightly different versions of me. Now, Fearless Improv, we do much more short games and quips. The energy is a bit faster paced. So you got to think a little bit faster. With the Forgetful Squirrels, some of the games are a little bit longer, so it's more development of scenes and characters. It's still all improv. It's still fresh off the dome, but you'll see a lot more entertainment as opposed to quick one-liners.
Well, all right. Well, we had some stuff lined up for C Block. I don't know what any of it is. I've done absolutely no preparation. So Mattel is apparently in some hot water for their shenanigans.
Right.
Mattel has apologized after inadvertently directing customers of its new line of Wicked dolls to a pornographic website, stating it is taking action to remove the misprinted toys packaging. We deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this, the toy company said in a statement to CNN. And then CNN told TMVP. Mattel has released the set of dolls ahead of the launch of the Wicked film, an adaptation of the popular Broadway musical. And we all know how great they do adaptations of Broadway musicals. Just look at Les Miserables, that fantastic cinematic masterpiece. Or Rent, that was fantastic. They did a really good job with Cats. Not for nothing, but if you want to see the play, go see the fucking play.
And if you want to see the porn, go ahead and get one of those dolls. It takes you right to that link. 2 Barbies, 1 Ken. It's fucking fantastic.
I think the actual those in possession of the misprinted advised to discard them. I'm not going to if I had that, I would not discard it. That makes me want to run out and buy.
Well, you want to get it graded and hermetically sealed and send it stored somewhere. Hey, I have audio of what you heard when you went to that website.
You do?
Uh-huh. How much you it makes me harder.
All right, dude. I don't want to hear this again. Like this was twice. Twice is it still going? No. I want to scream over it. Okay, it's not. You promise?
Yeah.
It was funny the first time. It was funny the second time because we were fucking with Pete. Not funny anymore. Unless
it's funnier the third time. Because I haven't heard it.
I'm sure he could send you the link. Don't worry about it.
Matt was really uncomfortable with me reading lady porn.
It was funny. It was funny the first time for the first, I don't know, couple, because it goes on way too fucking long. Like it's a good, 3-4 minutes.
They told me the books would be 30 to 90 minutes long.
No, but your demo, how long is that demo?
Just under 2 minutes.
It seems like an eternity.
Yeah. It feels
oh my God.
It feels like 10 minutes when you listen to it.
When you're listening to it, it feels like an hour. Like oh my God. It's like fucking reading the fucking Art of War. It takes forever. All right.
Michael. Yeah, it's a minute 40. It's a minute 42.
Jesus Christ. But you know what? I'm going to just come out and say, I think this was an on purpose. I think Mattel is actively trying to corrupt our children. That's what I'm thinking.
First, Hasbro tried to corrupt its kids in 1986. And now Mattel, 30 years later. 40 years later.
Why don't you tell the people at home about Hasbro so they...
What happened was Hasbro had an award-winning line of Transformers toys. And then the Hasbro officials decided that in order to get new toys, instead of simply adding the new toys to the ones that they already had, what they're going to do is they're going to take the beloved father figure and fucking kill him on TV in front of all of our eyes. So those of us that love Transformers had to watch as Optimus Prime died when we were 7, 6, 5, like all of us Gen X babies were still less than 10 watching our first father figure die so that Hasbro could bring in a new line of toys.
I'm sorry, bro, but my first father figure was my father.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, mine left to get milk.
My brother. What?
Mine left to get milk when I was a year old, so I so the first one abandoned me and the second one died. So
all right, but then hey man, you got Bill Cosby for a good couple of years. You know,
and
cover those gaps where you can.
I mean, you know, you maybe don't want to, you know, look at him as a father figure like now, you know, but back when
he was pretty wholesome back then.
Not for nothing.
We didn't realize he was playing with his pudding pop behind the scenes.
But back in the day, like when I was in high school, I would have given anything to be diddled by a female teacher. And this female California teacher, she was 43. She plied a 13! Holy shit.
13-year-old boy.
With weed and then raped him in her car. Now, I'm going to guarantee you that is statutory rape.
Yeah.
But
it's got to be the glasses.
She's not bad look. She's not good looking, but she's not bad looking. But once you get a 13-year-old kid high and horny, you don't have to.
And you're looking at this picture without any sort of makeup.
Right.
Right. That's her fucking mugshot.
Right. That's not a bad looking mugshot.
Right. All right. So Colleen Joe Matrico.
She's no Gary Busey.
No, not even close. Educator at John Burroughs Middle School has been taken into custody on suspicion of child molestation. Investigators believe she groomed and sexually assaulted a 13-year-old victim in her classroom and later convinced the victim to have sexual intercourse in her vehicle. Huh.
Oh, so, this was a two-parter.
Madarico has... So maybe the first time... Yeah. Maybe the first time she was a little bit too forward. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
But Madarico has been charged with 5 counts of lewd acts with a minor, 2 counts of lewd acts with a minor 14 or 15 years old, and 1 count of furnishing marijuana to a minor. Here's the same picture.
Yeah, so she done did some shit 5 times. So 2 in the classroom, 3 in the car. See, yeah. and she's got bags on her eyes because she was crying. But and then look at them jowls. Okay, so she could fit a load in there.
I mean,
can't argue with that type of logic, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, high 13. I mean, I'm guessing.
All right, hang on, because I just found.
I'm guessing that that the kid probably bragged a little bit, and that's how word got out.
Weed pussy at 13. I'm telling everybody.
Right.
All right. So without the glasses, she's not bad. The bags are a little too much, but for 43, she ain't bad looking.
Mm-hmm. 43 is cougar territory.
So, scroll back. Let's go to the one with the blue top and no glasses. Let's see what we get.
I don't think that's her. Maybe it is.
Yeah. See, she got some titties going on there.
Yeah, bouncy ones. But that one, she's got those eyes.
I mean,
a little bit of cover up.
I can tell you.
And assuming he only saw it from here, so
yeah.
At 13, 2 things that I was definitely on the lookout for
was weed and pussy.
Was weed and a warm place to put my Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see if I can.
And it would seem that she is the kind of lady that was accommodating.
Wait a minute. She was a special education teacher?
Oh, that makes it worse. You're not supposed to do that. Oh, that's bad.
Wait, that doesn't mean that the kid was a special ed kid.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's a very good point. So, when we mentioned mugshot, I brought up Gary Busey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
You guys know he's on Instagram, right?
Hell yeah, dude.
He is nothing short of amazing on Instagram.
I would imagine.
Do you have a picture? There you go.
Let's see what we can do about getting some Gary Busey on our Instagram here. Ooh.
I think he charges for interviews.
Well, you could. I'm sure he does because he's selling autographed Point Break photos for $25 on sale.
They're regularly $40. That's a deal.
All right, so
that's him snuggling a pumpkin.
Let's go to the real fun.
The videos?
When Gary starts talking.
during one of the scenes, we pulled up and I said, Utah, it's time for lunch. And he said, Angelo, it's only 10 a.m. I said, that's okay, I'm hungry. Walk around that corner and give me 2 meatball sandwiches. Then when he was on his way, I stuck my head up the way and my arm up and said, Utah, give me 2. Give me 2 meatball sandwiches. Ah. And they were good.
They were good. They were good sandwiches. All right. Well, we don't have
people wear helmets in California on motorcycles.
I'm sure you're going to tell me. Because of you?
Yeah, because of me. I went off a had a soft-tail Harley. I hit my head on a curb going 40 miles an hour without a helmet. And it split my skull up to here, knocked a hole in it that big. And after I recovered, I decided to go to Washington and meet with Bill Clinton, John McCain, Ted Kennedy, Orrin Hatch, Bill Frist. And I talked about the brain, how the skull is like this. But when you hit the skull doesn't move. But the brain goes, whack, 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 whack. So I hit here on the curb, but the injury was here. So I went to Washington to talk to them about making the silent epidemic knowable. And I created the Traumatic Brain Injury Act.
Do you know why people wear?
Well, there you go.
That's the most lucid I've seen. Like most of these videos are just off the hook. They're random nonsense that you can barely understand. It's a fabulous account. It's a great follow.
I mean, he looks crazy in every thumbnail.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Gary Busey. So let's be fair. Let's look at him in actual photographs. He still looks batshit crazy.
That's amazing. Every picture,
everyone. He looks insane in.
Well, part of that's from the injuries. Like you don't fuck your head up that bad and look good afterwards, dude.
I mean, here in Lethal Weapon 1, he was a good looking man.
Yeah.
And now he's just nuts.
There had to be a stroke somewhere in there. God damn.
There was definitely a traumatic brain injury. 40 miles an hour, bare head into the curb.
Damn.
I remember when he had that accident. It was a bad accident.
It's amazing he actually survived it.
And this is him as a younger man in the first Lethal Weapon movie. His son looks just like him.
Really?
Jake Busey, yeah, his son Jake looks just like him. He was in he's the blonde haired guy in that what's the Starship Troopers? That crazy
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Gary's a good follow on Instagram if you like to laugh a little bit.
There another story that Dre sent in was Aussie men are struggling with information and support for their transition to fatherhood. It's really not that hard to go out for milk. You know what I mean?
Even Aussie milk.
You just kind of just leave and then try to find milk. I know milk's hard to find, so you don't. It's somewhere in the strip club.
Sometimes it takes a while.
You know, it's somewhere in that strip club. You will find it.
Guaranteed.
But you know, I don't. What they basically did was call a bunch of people and ask them a bunch of questions, like, "Hey, how do you feel about your transition to fatherhood? Do you feel like you got enough information?" And they're like, "No." Oh.
Because nobody ever tells a shit about that.
No, they train mothers. And mothers have a natural.
not only do mothers have that natural gift, not only do they train mothers, but when you're pregnant, when a woman is pregnant, people rub her stomach and they say and they talk to it, but no one grabbed my dick at all and talked to it.
No, it's a travesty. You know what I like to do? Because there's been a lot of newborns popping up in my life. First thing I do is I compliment the father on a job well done.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It irritates the mother to no fucking end. You can see it in them. Even if they don't say anything, you can just see them seething. Man, you make nice kids.
You ever smell a baby while making direct eye contact with the mother?
Just be like,
That's great.
I get the feeling I may have gone across a line there.
Continuous non-blinking eye contact. That's great.
I don't recommend that. I don't recommend doing that when they're brand new.
No. They still smell like the packaging.
Yeah.
Smells just like.
It took them a minute. It's like we launched 2 grenades in Stanley's brain. You can hear it rattling around. Boom! That was fantastic.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, it took me a second. I don't even remember what I was going to say. God damn, that was good.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
I left tears.
Well, I mean, it was such a nice game of volleyball.
Yeah.
And then it all just landed. All just landed.
Set, spike. That's how you win.
That's right. You know, Mike, a lot of people don't understand Uranus.
You know, Uranus has been misunderstood for about 40 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
We should shed some light on Uranus.
Well, there's the sun has been, bringing wind to. I don't want to subscribe. I'm not subscribing. Get the fuck out of here. Is there a free plan?
I'm gonna look to see if there's a alternative source for the story too.
Yeah, I should have done that. But this is captivating television right here.
I'm sure.
Two dudes clicking away.
How fast can we Google? IFL Science has one. IFL Science ran it. Let's see. Present. Share screen. Uranus.
All right, Mike's going to show Uranus.
We've only been to Uranus once, and the freak timing may have misled us for years. By sheer chance, we may have visited the 7th planet when things weren't normal and have misunderstood it ever since. Voyager 2's visit to Uranus in 1986 occurred just after the planet was slammed by Uranus was slammed by an exceptionally powerful solar outburst. The heightened solar
All right,
wind
I want you to say that straight without laughing. I want a clean rip on that.
All right. Voyager 2's visit to Uranus in 1986 occurred just after the planet was slammed by an exceptionally powerful solar outburst. The heightened solar wind compressed the magnetosphere. According to new research, we've been treating that squashed magnetic field as standard for 40 years, causing scientists to think the planet has several strange features that are not actually its usual state. Humanity has sent 50 missions to Mars, but only one to Uranus and Neptune. Moreover, Voyager 2 sailed past each in just 2 weeks. That brief snapshot provides most of the information we have on the ice giants. It's natural to treat what the mission observed as typical, but if our only visit to Mars had occurred during one of its periodic planet-wide dust storms, we might be getting the red planet very wrong. New research builds a case the equivalent occurred for Uranus. Life on Earth is possible because we have a magnetosphere that shields the atmosphere from the solar wind and other charged particles that would otherwise strip it away. It's thought that this is the product of currents in Earth's core. Exploration of the solar system has revealed some other planets also have magnetospheres, even though the cause may not be the same, while others do not. These magnetospheres are all unique, but Uranus still looked different enough from any previous planet to shock planetary scientists. Neptune, tilted but otherwise normal magnetosphere, deepened the mystery. On the one hand, the electron radiation belts around Uranus. Dude, I can't.
So what we understand from this is that Uranus took a pounding so severe that it confused us for 40 years.
That's right.
That's right.
You summed that up perfectly. That was, and I feel like you have a lot of experience pounding Uranus.
I have some experience pounding Uranus. When you get that much, when you put that dust cloud in it, after you take that pounding, it's confusing.
And
it can be. It can be bewildering.
In 1986, pounding Uranus wasn't the same as pounding Uranus is today.
Right.
Listen, back in 1986, when Uranus took a pounding,
pounded differently. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Big Daddy. Go ahead.
In 1986, when Uranus took a pounding, all the scientists were on board. And 2024, when Uranus takes a pounding, information is a bit different now.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Nowadays, when Uranus takes a pounding, we need clear information and a good game plan.
You got to eat properly too. Never mind.
The whole world is there to witness the pounding that Uranus takes.
What I'm getting from this article is these scientists are saying we need to reach around to Uranus again. To get some more readings.
That's exactly
that's how I understood it.
That's that's definitely what I gathered from that. About Uranus. That's probably the most ridiculous story we've ever read completely dry.
Well, sometimes Uranus is dry. It's just what happens sometimes.
That's true.
Gets all the dust. You know when they say you got to knock the dust out that thing, that's what they mean. Sometimes you gotta pound to get the dust out.
Your mama's so old she farts dust.
Mm-hmm.
So, Big Daddy, earlier in the show, back in the B block, we discussed your question, what you asked us this week, and we are curious. We feel we need to know we need some more context or some more detail, because unanimously we said that if I take someone out for a meal, that is their meal. That is my gift to you. You don't just get to eat your meal while you're here with me. I've given you a meal. So if there's leftovers to that meal, they're yours. However, Mike brought up, like, maybe you went out and got a couple of pizzas, and now there's a pizza left. You know, you order too much pizza, or there's 3/4 of a pizza, something like that. Then, there's a different discussion to be had. I will fight a bitch for the breadsticks, any breadsticks, any kind of bread, the Cheddar Bay biscuits, whatever restaurant we're at. If there's those left, there shouldn't be any of those left. But if there is, they're mine. The meal's yours.
Wilfred Brimley has to wear a beeper when Matt goes out to dinner.
But we are curious on your take on your question.
Now, to be clear, I specifically asked what happens with the leftovers.
Well, you said who gets the leftovers was the question.
Okay. So I think at least in my take on it. Now, part of the issue you have to remember here is that Big Daddy loves fat bitches, and big back bitches love to eat. So the amount of leftovers is going to be kind of sizable. So
why would it be sizable if they love to eat? There shouldn't be leftovers.
It depends on where you ate. So let me put this in its proper perspective. If we go out to eat and we both eat our fill, the last thing that I'm going to do is order an extra basket of breadsticks or Cheddar Bay biscuits, or if it's Texas Roadhouse, the bread. The last thing I'm gonna do is order, hey, can I get a little bit more bread? And that ends up going with me. So
okay.
if what you ordered you didn't finish because you filled up on bread, I may entitle you to that, or I might take half. Now, Big Daddy's price. If you're taking if you're taking extra food home, you're taking extra dick home too.
When I said I knew it was going there, when I said I really thought that, that question went in a completely different direction than I thought it was going to go.
You fucking bullseye.
I was chastised. I was chastised by both you and Erica.
And it was a fucking bullseye.
I was dead on. So,
I mean, I don't write these rules, but there it is in black and white.
I see. None of us got that memo because we're all just letting people take home food willy-nilly without the promise of dick.
Food possession is commensurate to the amount of dick you're willing to take to get said food.
Leftovers comes with dick. Daddy. Leftovers comes with dick. So, ladies, you make up your mind what you want to do.
You want to eat all your food now, or you want to eat my dick later?
Exactly. You can fill your stomach with breadsticks, but you're going to fill it with my dick later.
All right. Well, Big Daddy, you did say that you had a half an hour to give us, because you were called into work.
Somebody's got to go give these bitches bed baths. You know what I'm saying?
So you're going to give them beyond? You're going to give them beyond? You're going to give them that bed bath and beyond, son?
I'm going to reach around to Uranus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to be leaning over somebody tonight where you just can't make a comment, and you're going to slip up because okay, now I'm going to reach around to Uranus. Not only are you going to be laughing, you're going to have a confused old person in your arms.
Yeah, we'll both be confused.
Well, I think you're already.
They'll be like, what?
And that's right. And then he said, I'm going to reach around to Uranus. What did he mean?
I don't know what he meant, but it sure felt good.
I never felt so young. It's got magical fingers, that boy.
His hands were so soft, yet so manly. Do you guys remember the fabric softener Snuggle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The commercials. Yeah. But they had a commercial where they were saying like the other guys and that mascot was a porcupine. And he talked like them snuggly soft.
You're gonna have me.
That's where
now.
I gotta Google it.
I said you're gonna have me making puppets to dual puppets with Bill.
Yes, that's what we should be doing. That is exactly what we should be doing. I have every tab open.
My computer just asked me to stop.
The fuck are you doing? Is what it said.
I'm going to tie this up in a nice little bow since we've got to get Big Daddy off to do his duty. Not the duty that we talked about in the B block, but his duty.
He's gonna give some old lady a bed bath and beyond.
Big Daddy's duty to wipe that booty.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the 210th C block of the Media Virus podcast. We'll be back again next week.
Hang on.
Hanging on.
I found it. I'm sorry to fuck everybody up, but
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Snuggle.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm snuggly soft. Come on, squeeze me.
I will not.
I make cows fluffy, blankets cuddly. I'll fill your house with snuggly softness.
Please leave.
Bye-bye.
When it comes to real softness, there's only one Snuggle. Snuggle.
I'm snuggly soft.
Save that so you can download it, and we can cut new voices for the for the porcupine and the bear.
Come on, I'll eat your pussy.
You're just so silly, Mr. Porcupine.
Come on, eat it. Dive right in. Okay.
Don't be silly, Mr. Porcupine. She likes bear cock.
Come on, I'll let you shit on my chest. All right. I think that we've been doing this long enough.
Yeah, on behalf of Big Daddy, Grease Monkey Pete, wherever you are, and our fearless leader, Maddie Rockdeff, I'm Professor Michael Torres coming from to you live here in Uncle Butch Studios. We'll be back next week with 3 all-new fun blocks of the Media Virus podcast.
Oh man, that was good. Another good show, guys.
Double fisting.